Listen up, everyone. I just uploaded a massive movie. Christine Lagarde and Ripple's ties to the ECB are the topics of today's discussion. A European perspective on payment mechanisms and their integration with Ripple will also be considered. The Banque de France is going to be our topic. The German bank is going to be the topic of our discussion. Here we will discuss the relationship between CIA and the Eurosystem as it relates to SIA. Settle in, folks, because this video is packed with action. I would like to proceed to this information. You are about to see some cold, harsh facts. With any luck, this sheds light on the potential future of Ripple and XRP. Permit us to start immediately and proceed further. That rules out the technology and age group you would have predicted would cause the greatest upheaval. I believe massive shifts are on the horizon, but the ease with which new technology are reducing the cost of doing business is really benefiting those with lower incomes and who don't have a lot of savings or credit to begin with. Also, your technology's ability to quickly and accurately check a person's credit history, which will greatly assist your personnel in making wise financial decisions. I suppose it's already making a big mess. All right, she has moved on to discussing the return of funds. Right now, I have some data that I can show you. Maybe the size or age of the person she is referring to will be seen on the next slide. Sure, just give me a couple of Ds. First, I'll play this and then we can discuss it. Since there are currently two distinct payment systems in operation globally, there must be interconnections between them. As is typical for migrants who often work abroad and wish to transfer their earnings back home, this is the reason behind it. Extending around the arena in an amusing loop, the ride is lengthy, expensive, and full of fun. Some nations' payment systems are interoperable, allowing citizens to transact with one another quickly, cheaply, and transparently. For instance, there is an easy and streamlined method to transfer funds back to Mexico, Thailand, or the Philippines. The nations she just mentioned are crucial to keep in mind since they will figure prominently into the details. Before I show you what's next, I want you to remember those countries for a 2D or to Mexico in a clean and inexpensive method in case you missed it. Some of you might be listening in the car or whatever. The water can be safely returned to Thailand, the Philippines, or Mexico after being treated. All three of these tasks are critical and they must be completed affordably. For this reason, the goal on the spot is a convenient and low-cost payment terminal for usage in European retail establishments. They have already achieved their goal of connecting this instant charge system with other instant charge systems throughout the world, which was announced only a few days ago. Okay, let's have a conversation on how to link their spot payment gadgets, price, device to various cost systems in the industry. Therefore, I purposefully sought to perplex. In your opinion, what are the most crucial applications of Ripple and XRP for money transfers? Okay. To Mexico, which is among the most crucial rights, from Africa to Australia, 36 billion cents per annum, Japan, the Philippines, toward Southeast Asian nations, including Indonesia, Vietnam, and the Philippines, Southeast Asian nations in Malaysia, Thailand, and Korea, Americas, U.S., Latino. Could she not have been more explicit about Ripple's function? Perhaps XLM is one of many blockchain startups that offer similar pathways. While I am unsure of their present abilities, she did inform me about Ripple's work and the XRP ledger. Additionally, she is acquainted with a number of influential, maybe no swingers is the incorrect term, figures in the field. You might recognize this face, Augustin Carlson, from a few films. He's the worst of the worst. Basically, the BIS lends a hand to various banks all around the globe that are in need of it. It plays a significant role in the development of our era and serves as a sort of testing ground for emerging technologies such as the XRP ledger and other digital assets. Here they can share their thoughts and feelings regarding the cutting-edge tech they've been developing together. I am Christine Lagarde, by the way. Cryptocurrencies such as Ripple, XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin are vying for a spot in the future of cashless transactions. According to this report, how important is money going to be in the future of digital transactions? According to our research at the International Monetary Fund, there are indications in certain domestic coins that the demand for cash is declining in other nations. And who will be trading test papers in 10, 20, or 30 years? Only time will tell. Even so, modern test takers are aware that exams and money can be eliminated. The outcry makes it clear that they will not do it immediately. It will probably take a decade or two to sort through all of this. But I wouldn't be shocked if, in my lifetime, 20 or 30 years from now, money is on display in the museum and people make fun of the idea of still using paper and coins for transactions. So we will conduct everything online. Is the transfer of funds worth trillions of dollars onto the blockchain. There are new forms of currency, and the bank deposit is absorbing them. Consider the new specialized pricing carriers that facilitate the transfer of e-money across platforms such as ALOP, WeChat, Paytm, M-Pesa, and others in China, India, and Kenya. These monetary units are designed to cater to the demands of the digital economy and the desires of their users. Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum fall under this category. Other cashless options, evolving continuously to provide more predictable rates and cheaper or faster transactions. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course Ripple, XRP, were her choices, even though she could have selected any three of them. Am I correct? In your opinion, is Bitcoin mostly utilized for interbank transfers, or is it also used for other types of money transfers? Doesn't seem that way to me. It's true, are more meticulous than the average person like you and me. We should have a system in place to verify our identities as we are transferring funds between pals. Such procedures are standard practice for financial institutions. However, it is important to be aware that when funds are transferred between banks, these institutions are subject to additional scrutiny in the form of anti-money laundering and counterterrorism checks, among others. Anybody was involved in that transaction. So basically, I'm arguing that Bitcoin couldn't have made it